It's a step. Hey guys, my name is Liam and you're watching Jeep Sheep TV Reviews Stuff. Today's a fun one. I've got a simple, straightforward product with you that I'm actually pretty excited about because I already have half of it installed. What we're going to be talking about is these side steps right here. Now these are the factory side steps that come with my Chevy Silverado 2500 HD, or at least they're the ones that came on it when I got the truck, as it's a little bit older. This is a 2008. I believe the side steps on these vehicles transcend quite a few years. So this is going to be pretty straightforward and similar for whatever truck you might have. These side steps, honestly, I really like them. I think they're kind of cool. The chrome fits the time period. And they're really strong. They're very robust side steps, but there's one fatal flaw. This happened to me on the driver's side. If the grip pad here comes off, they are incredibly slippery in the winter. So I reached out to my friends at Westin and I said, hey, I'm tired of falling and, you know, I don't know, what can I say this on the YouTubes? Eating shit? I don't know. Eating poo, if you will, when I try to step on the side step. So they said, pick from our extensive catalog, find a side step that is going to work for your truck, and we'll send it to you for a video. That's what we're doing today. We're going to talk about these side steps, and we are going to show the install, and I'm going to try to be efficient about it, because ultimately a side step needs to provide one function, and that's be a step and be sturdy. This is what I got in the mail. Oh! Boom. So this is what I picked. This is the Outlaw drop step by Westin. Now I've never been a huge fan of the drop step look. It just kind of breaks up the visual of the truck. But as I started looking at these, I thought they're going to be okay. You'll see in a minute, they actually look fantastic. But really the main criteria I had on these was the grips are a part of the steel. So they're not an add-on. It's not another piece that could fall off. It's all there and they're pretty open. So I'm thinking debris, mud, snow is going to fall through that and I'm still going to have a grippy surface to stand on, or at least that's the hope. And additionally, the design of them is just not bad. Like it's a good looking step and this portion here hugs tight to the body, which is going to really clean that up. So let's jump into installing the steps. The instructions are pretty straightforward. Ultimately, there's 3 mounting locations on your truck. The biggest thing you need to worry about is that they mount to the body mounts, and if you live in the Rust Belt like I do, sometimes body mounts don't last forever, so just keep that in mind. The first step is quite simply just to remove the body mount bolts. Those bolts can be found in 3 locations at the front of the step. One right here at the middle of the vehicle, and one right here at the back. You're going to want to save these. Rubber puck, large washer-like thing, body mount bolt, all 3 of them. Once you've done that, grab the corresponding brackets that come with your side step. The instructions are pretty clear about which bracket is which, but if you have any doubts, the brackets themselves have stampings on them. This is the passenger side front. So it's pretty easy to lay out front, center, rear. The order for this is you got your bracket, you have this large washer thing, then you have your rubber puck. Now, I chose to put grease all over the bolt because they came out this time and I want them to do that forever. I've had issues with body mount bolts on my other vehicles, namely my Jeeps, where you have to cut them out. So I got lucky this time. Let's try and keep that tradition going. Some of this stuff's looking a little crusty and we're just gonna ignore that. Starting from the front of the truck and working your way back, assemble the first one, but keep it nice and loose so you can move it along that slot. Do the same for the middle. So under here, in the body of the truck, there's these 2 holes, and you have this lopsided U-bolt. If you hold on to the long end, you fish the short end through. Then your bracket can slide right over that and then it'll attach down here. And now that's going to look like this. Everything's still loose. And again for the back. Again, it's important to keep everything relatively loose. Now that you've done that, the side step is going to hook onto those brackets, but it's going to sit at a funny angle. You're going to want to have a friend or use your knee or something to keep everything kind of in the right shape as you put the bolts in. Once all of the bolts are in, you can start to tighten them down. Once you've done that, you can adjust the step inboard and outboard to make sure it looks good on your truck, and then start tightening up those body mount bolts. You might have to look up what the body mount bolts torque to for your truck. Lastly, you're going to tighten up the bolts on that center bracket. Now that everything is nice and tight and you like the way that it looks, it's time to follow the torque specs. Torque specs are provided by Westin in their instruction booklet.
Come on. Oh.
And there you have it. The worst part is torquing the body mount bolts. That's the Westin Outlaw drop steps, and I think they look fantastic. I love how they tuck up tight to the body right in here, but also the steps are nice. They're a nice accessible height. And again, those grips are not coming off anytime soon. Also, you can't really get your whole leg in this gap here, which you could on the last step. So there's always that fear of tangling yourself in your truck, which is never very good. Let's check out how getting in and out works. It's pretty simple. It's a step. Very solid, feels really good. Looks fantastic. The only thing we won't know in this video is how it does with rust and corrosion, but time will tell. Ultimately, I'm really happy. I think my truck looks amazing now, and I am excited for this winter to not slip and fall. So thank you guys, thank you for watching. This has been Jeep Sheep TV Review Stuff. I will see you in the next video.